Dude, Anthony, we are so excited. We've been waiting since we decided that we were going to do this with you. We've been so excited to do this.
I'm excited. I'm surprised it took this long for you guys to get me on the podcast. I'm a little butthurt here.
We were waiting for someone to cancel on us.
We were intimidating. Oh, see, I was going to go the other way. I was going to say we were
We dropped
intimidating.
out.
Yeah, no, but we you know what? We wanted to do this topic because we all get asked this question all the time. How do you get
Did
into
you pick me because I'm like the biggest fuck up?
No, we probably pick you because you work more than any of us, and
No.
so you probably like get it more than anyone.
No, but you know what it is you. Honestly, we can have this conversation with you in good humor.
Yes,
We know it'll be fun and funny
because I know, Steve knows, every single stunt person knows what happens when a BG walks up to you and says, "How do I get in the stunts?"
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, for the listeners, we have a little bullet point list we're going to go through, and then we'll just kind of freestyle it when we get to each one. And so we're going to start, Anthony, with cold intros. Like when you get that rando email from someone or rando private message from someone wanting advice or submitting.
I've wrapped my head around this one a lot. I usually give them the general strokes because chances are they're just curious and they are not going to do anything with the advice you give them.
Yeah.
The best way I've seen it handled recently was I saw it happen to another stunt performer, and he was like, "Well, what do you do?" And then the background guy was like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, are you a skydiver? You X Olympics or X Games? And the guy was kind of flabbergasted, and he's like, I don't know, man. And he's like, oh, okay. It kind of like jogs something in their mind where they're like, oh, there's a little more to this than what I'm seeing here. Just because you're falling on the ground doesn't mean that's all you do.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like there was an editorial, and I forget her name, but it was written for ACTRA. There was like a how to get into stunts like little thing like written for ACTRA, and she said, what do you do better than 95% of the rest of the population? And I was like, that's kind of like what I ask people now. I'm like, oh, what do you do better than everybody else? Like what are you bringing to the table? To your point, yeah, what skill is going to get you in the door, right? It's the skill. That skill won't keep you working necessarily, but what's going to get you in the door?
Yeah, because like I think a lot of times like BG will see us like be there to safety somebody like stage diving. They're like, oh, that's easy. I could do that. It's like, yeah, I mean, we're thankful for the easy days, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for insurance.
Like when we talked about in the episode with Punisher, when I was just standing there as safety for the fight going on, kind of basically there to keep BG away.
Yeah.
You're kind of, sometimes you end up being that bouncer, and you're that intermediary guy that's like, make sure background doesn't get in this scene.
Yeah, or protecting the camera op or doing things like that,
And you're not concerned about trying to fight your way in front of the camera and doing extra stuff.
Most of the time you find as a stunt guy that even when the camera's right in front of you, you're not in it.
Oh yeah.
You're not there. Like even when you go to watch it, you're like, oh, the camera was right in front of me. I can't wait to see this episode. And then you're just like, shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, maybe you don't want to be in it because then you're burned and you're not coming back that
true.
season or whatever.
Yeah, you're trying to hide your face doing the stunt performer salute. That's not me.
That's it.
I had to do a fall like that, and then off a building, and on the way down, I realized where my arm was and where the camera was, and I literally got up and started walking back, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I got to cover my face on the fall.
But you mentioned that they won't follow your advice anyway. Like I had a guy fairly recently reach out to me on Reddit, and he actually had started a post on Reddit first, like asking for advice about his reel, and he posted his reel. I private messaged him, I said, hey man, here's some notes, for your reel, and then we had a nice back and forth, about resume, how to set up your resume, how to do your headshot, and your reel. And then literally like 4 months later, he posted again in the same, and this is in the Stunts subreddit, like asking all the same questions. Like he totally and some other veteran performer started answering him with all the same stuff I told the guy privately. And then I just commented on the Reddit, like, dude, I literally said all this stuff to you 4 months ago. Like, why are you here again asking the same old questions? Your reel looks exactly the same. Your headshot looks exactly the same. Everything looks exactly the same. And this other performer is taking the time to answer your questions and giving you the very same answers you got from me 4 months ago. Like, what's the deal? Like, why haven't you done anything? And then he gave me some excuse about time and this and that and the other thing. And I was like, well, then you don't want to really do this. Like, how badly do you want to do this? It's been 4 months. You can't have a friend take a better selfie, better headshot, like whatever.
Yeah, I find that annoying sometimes where people, they kind of put a net out there and they're trying to like get all the answers and cherry pick the best ones rather than taking what they were given and then trying it out and seeing if it works or doesn't and then go back to the drawing board. Um, I don't know. I see a lot of people wanting shortcuts. Sometimes they're asking not how to get into stunts; they just want a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a little
Or they just
disappointing.
want to do something cool,
Yeah,
and they don't realize that the cool stuff that we do takes training and time and talent. And then, sometimes even when we have people that come into our workshops that are actors that are looking to be able to do more on set. I don't necessarily want to say become stunt people, but they definitely realize that they need to learn a few things, and then they'll come here and they'll even on the mats and they'll roll, and you look at them after they roll, and it's like, well, why? What's wrong? And they're like, well, it hurts. It's like, well, yeah, it fucking hurts. You're hitting the ground. Like, we're not telling you that this doesn't hurt. This is just the way to make it hurt the least.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like what Anthony said, like the person maybe it was on set with you on a day and they saw it was an easy day and we didn't really do much and they're thinking like, oh, I could do stunts or whatever. Because remember I invited a guy from set one time, an actor, and he came here for our fundamental falls workshop. And then so we did like 6 hours of falling, and then when we were circling up at the end, he goes, "Yeah, no, I don't want to do my own stunts, man." You know.
sometimes those workshops are great for that. That it weeds people out.
Well, it's not even, it's just a reality check. It's like okay, so you want to try it? Come train with us, and see what the deal is.
Yeah, I
But
had a camera op not too long ago ask me like, "How do you prepare for a stair fall? How do you make it not hurt?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? It hurts. I'm just gonna do it."
well, there's a difference between hurt and injured.
Injured.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to get injured, but it's gonna hurt.